Global Monitor, the Geneva Convergence and Establishment Reckonings. The geopolitical and social landscapes in mid-February 2026 are defined by a series of unprecedented shocks. The polycrisis has expanded from traditional battlefields into the halls of historic institutions and the servers of big tech. From a stunning royal arrest in the UK to the brink of conflict in the Middle East and a massive corporate reckoning over autonomous AI, the architecture of global stability is being stress-tested on all fronts. Executive Summary: A world on a knife edge. The global security landscape is dominated by failing diplomatic tracks and imminent military action. In Washington, the controversial Board of Peace has officially convened, heavily overshadowed by international boycotts. Concurrently, the US and Iran are locked in a cycle of military escalation. In the technological sphere, the AI infrastructure race is accelerating with record-breaking investments in India, even as corporate security teams sound the alarm over rogue AI agents. Above all, the shockwaves of the Epstein scandal have reached the British monarchy, shattering centuries of institutional shielding. 1. The Epstein contagion reaches the Crown. The long tail of the U.S. Department of Justice's unsealed Jeffrey Epstein files has triggered a historic crisis for the British royal family. Unprecedented arrest. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, formerly Prince Andrew, was arrested by Thames Valley Police on his 66th birthday at the Sandringham estate. The arrest centres on suspicion of misconduct in public office, specifically allegations that he leaked confidential UK government trade documents to Epstein and his associates. The royal response. King Charles III issued a rare, personally signed statement affirming that the law must take its course, signalling a total withdrawal of the monarchy's institutional protection. The global fallout. The blast radius continues to widen. Billionaire Les Wexner testified before US lawmakers that he was conned by Epstein, while investigations into former UK Ambassador Peter Mandelson continue to deepen. 2. The Middle East, the brink of war, and the Board of Peace. Diplomacy and military posturing are colliding as the US attempts to unilaterally reshape the region's power dynamics. US-Iran escalation. The rapid US military buildup in the Middle East, including the deployment of 2 aircraft carrier strike groups, has drawn stark warnings from Russia about an unprecedented escalation. Iran's atomic energy chief defied Washington, asserting Iran's absolute right to nuclear enrichment, while US forces intercepted another sanctioned Venezuelan oil tanker, Veronica III, in the Indian Ocean to enforce blockades. The Board of Peace convenes. President Trump hosted the inaugural meeting of his Board of Peace in Washington to manage a $5 billion Gaza reconstruction fund. However, the initiative suffered a severe blow to its moral legitimacy when the Vatican officially declined to participate, citing critical issues and a preference for UN-led frameworks. Ground reality in Gaza/West Bank. As the board meets, a new UN report accuses Israel of stoking ethnic cleansing fears through methodical destruction and forced transfers, creating a harsh dissonance between Washington's diplomatic staging and the realities on the ground. 3. Asia-Pacific, insurrection and AI ambitions. South Korea's historic verdict. Former President Yoon Suk-yeol was found guilty of insurrection over his brief, disastrous imposition of martial law in December 2024. With prosecutors having sought the death penalty, the ruling is the most severe test of South Korea's democratic institutions since its transition to democracy. India's AI mega-push. During the India AI Impact Summit in New Delhi, attended by French President Emmanuel Macron and UN Chief Antonio Guterres, the sheer scale of India's ambitions became clear. Reliance unveiled a staggering $110 billion investment plan for AI infrastructure, while OpenAI secured the Tata Group as a flagship customer for its expanding data center business. 4. Technology: the agentic AI security panic. The rapid deployment of autonomous AI is triggering a severe corporate backlash. OpenClaw blacklisted the viral open-source AI agent. OpenClaw, recently acquired by OpenAI, is causing panic among enterprise security teams. Major tech firms, including Meta, have explicitly banned employees from using the tool on company hardware due to its unpredictability and the risk of massive privacy breaches. The governance gap: UN Secretary-General Guterres used the New Delhi summit to warn that the future of artificial intelligence cannot be left to the whims of a few billionaires, calling for a $3 billion global fund to ensure equitable access and safety guardrails. 5. Under-the-radar flashpoints. Nigeria. A devastating gas explosion and carbon monoxide leak at an illegal mine in Plateau State killed over 30 miners, highlighting the deadly human cost of unregulated resource extraction in West Africa. Climate extremes. Europe is facing severe climate whiplash. France is enduring a record 36 consecutive days of rain, triggering red flood alerts, while a new study confirms human-driven climate change turbocharged the recent deadly floods in Valencia, Spain. By the numbers: $110 billion, Reliance's massive new investment commitment to AI infrastructure in India. 36 consecutive days of rain in France, breaking historical weather records. $3.2 billion, size of the new private equity fund raised by NFL Hall of Famer Steve Young's HGGC, defying a broadly muted fundraising environment. 66. The age of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor at the time of his unprecedented arrest. From the gates of Sandringham to the courtrooms of Seoul, the pillars of the old establishment are facing historic reckonings today. At the same time, the drumbeats of war in the Middle East and the silent, high-stakes arms race in artificial intelligence are forging a volatile new world order. We are witnessing a convergence of crises where past scandals and future technologies collide. We will continue to bring you the latest as these stories develop.